Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Nullius mod playthrough of Factorio. This is Otaku's Showboat. Today, we are now on version 1.1.3 of Nullius, which has a new heat exchanger implementation, accepting different waters and using less of it. Great! We have reduced the cost of Solar Collector 1 and improved solar collector performance. Okay, that may be in our near future. And then there's these next 5 things. Slightly reduced chlorine to sodium hydroxide ratio for electrolysis. I brought this up in the previous video, that the ratio is always 1 sodium hydroxide per 15 chlorine. This has now changed. How it's changed, I don't know. We'll have to have a look. We have also increased the chlorine cost on hydrochloric acid. We'll see what that entails. And then making titanium more of a chlorine sink. Sure, when we get to titanium, that will be more relevant. Steam recipes no longer have an explicit temperature, which was ignored anyway. Great. Limestone crushing and limestone to dust moved to earlier technology. We explicitly discussed this being at the tech level it was at, the purple sciences, electrical engineering, I think is the name of that one. We specifically discussed this being the next thing on the agenda in our previous video, so it makes me wonder, things like the chlorine here and things like the limestone here. Interesting how we've just been discussing some of this stuff in the playthrough thus far. I'm not going to load an autosave. I'm going to load the right where we left off save. I was doing some research. Yes, the migrated removed recipes on that stuff has in fact changed. We are gonna do this, but I need to first look at what has changed exactly with all of this. So now we have okay. Rather than 45, we have 42. You get less chlorine per sodium hydroxide. This is a good thing overall, because you can very easily get rid of that sodium hydroxide through caustic solution. You can get as much chlorine as you want, so there's going to be less of an issue there. Why? Because that's backed up. This is still the same 2-to-1. This is 45 down to 15, looping, etc., etc., etc. I need to look at the hydrochloric acid right now. That's the next thing to check on. What has happened to our good friend, the hydrochloric acid down over here? The hydrochloric acid now takes 35 hydrogen chloride. I'm uncertain what this was before, but that seems to have changed a little bit. If I go into Hellmod, actually, Hellmod doesn't automatically refresh itself with new numbers. You have to hit this button up top to refresh for the new numbers. So if I look down at hydrochloric acid from here, it looks like, oh, it has updated now. Maybe? That's when I pushed the button. When I push a button here, it shows 35 to 40. So, don't know. Hit the refresh button, and oh, look, numbers changed. It's 35 to 40 now. It's 30 to 60. Now what we've got here is mainly this difference in the chlorine chlorine hydrogen per caustic solution. This looking at the aluminium, so there's less hydrochloric ultimately being produced in this system that you have to deal with in some way, shape, or form. Limestone was moved, so we likely have some magical technologies. Oh, I see what has happened. I see now. I see. The crushing of limestone into like stone or gravel and crushed limestone has been put into a technology that I already have, I would think. I don't remember that being all by itself at Limestone Processing 1. So instead, what we're going to do is we are going to go into Hellmod, and I'm going to look up gravel, and ideally, under gravel, there should, under either gravel or stone, there will be something here involving limestone. Right there. Involving limestone. It is available earlier, not at Limestone Tech. Just now magically available from something I've already taken. This works for producing dedicated gravel and gets people mining limestone earlier, potentially. The only thing is that now we have to do something with crushed limestone, and wouldn't you know it, you can make it into mineral dust as well as the stone into gravel into mineral dust, meaning we can effectively get rid of all of our hydrochloric acid that is built up in this system, all like 35 here, or we'll be able to provide all of this 5.84 mineral dust just by limestone rather than by iron, because yeah, adding this much iron is not viable. So instead, what we are going to do is we're going to keep this recipe down here, and we're going to get rid of those two. And instead, what we're going to do is we're going to add in that, and then we're going to add in that. Ta-da! This outputs 4.52. When you add that to the byproduct 0.47, that should be equal to 4.98 over here to deal with all of the hydrochloric acid that is produced in this system, converting all of it to sludge. The sludge can be treated down to wastewater, and you can then vent all of your wastewater in outfalls. And that is now how we can deal with this at this tech level. It's wonderful. Absolutely glorious. So, with all of that said and done, let's get into the next tech level, shall we? I could do all of that. I could do that where I go and mine limestone. My nearest limestone source is up here at 13 mil. There's also a 47 mil over here limestone that I could tap into. It would be a really long belt line, and then I would have to crush it and convert all of the stone and crushed limestone into mineral dust. It's a fantastic way of getting into a dedicated mineral dust, which can then be used to clear excess chlorine in the form of hydrochloric acid. It's convenient that this is now available at this point in time. No longer do I have to worry about lacking in mineral dust to clear out hydrochloric acid. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Now, the purple science, electrical prototypes, is this stuff. We're going to pin this, and then we're going to build these buildings. And plop these buildings, I should say. Get rid of... Do I not have a Destructo blueprint just for rocks? Hey. Rocks, trees only. Get rid of the rocks for me and keep that in my blueprints. AKA my infinity inventory. Yes, glorious. Destroy all the rocks. No trees exist, but hey, we'll at least get rid of the rocks. Because yeah, if you hadn't noticed, this mod actually is using alien biomes not just for the biomes, but because it has this nifty little feature that allows you to completely turn off trees in it and have like a barren landscape mode just built in as a setting. So I think they're using that rather than like trying to force override the vanilla setting to the game. But anyway, I will need a capacitor building. I will need a building that is making lamps. I will need a building that is making logic circuits. I will need a building that is making insulated wire, and I will need 5 buildings that are making these prototypes. However, this is... Okay, that's gonna be how that works. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We'll work on spacing here. I need to build more underground belts. I need more underground... I need more stuffs. I need more belt. I need more everything. Let's go and restock. And I will be right back after I restock. I have, in fact, restocked, and I'm handcrafting some extra logistic stuffs at the moment. Alright, what do I need for you? I need rubber and aluminum wire. That can be in on one and out on another. That is just fine. This needs shenanigans. This level of shenanigans on input and output. Because we do not have extended reach yet for all of this. This needs the same shenanigans. And this guy needs, wouldn't you know it, the same shenanigans. Oh boy. Oh joy, oh bliss. The same shenaniganery. Oh, the bus is going to be funky for this. So we need all of these things that's up here. And the plastic. And the plastic too. And this stuff. Oh boy. Oh joy. Oh bliss. Anything else? Well, we'll see. Alright, first up, I need the alumina and sheets. Coils. And plastic plus graphite. Okay. Plastic plus graphite is actually used a few times, so I'm gonna split off the plastic with the graphite. And I will, like, split it for use in other spots down the line. You need the graphite as graphite, but this is fine. You need both. That's fine, and you don't need any of it, so I can just do that right there. And that is that part covered. The next thing, I need these sheets and alumina. I will then need iron sheets and glass, as well as wire and polycrystalline. The polycrystalline is up here. First up is alumina and sheets. Well, there's our alumina, there's the sheets. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Let's do this over this side. Again, it's this type of an arrangement where we have that guy coming down, but we're gonna do an extra gap there so that I can split off one tile over. And there's that. Now all I need is pop the gaps. There you go, you're all sorted now. This of course needs continuation. This goes all the way over here. Like so. You gotta learn bus management if you plan on really seeking the full power of the bus. If you want to make the best use of it, you've got to learn a lot of these tricks of dealing with lanes, especially if you want to have more than one item on each individual belt, like I do here. This little trick with the underground belt really helps. It really helps. This will only allow the one lane of stuff to get split off, ultimately. So that is everything I need for the capacitors. Capacitors, aka simple batteries. It's like that. My brain doesn't. Oh, right. I put the wrong thing on the thing, didn't I? I put polycrystal. Oops. Oops. Just whoopsies. I made a whoopsies. These things happen. Oop. I want those. I don't want those. More trash box. I could just put a large box and have a trash box. Yeah, you're gonna just clean that entire belt. Let's try that one more again. Let's try that one more again. I totally didn't mess up anything. You're lying if you think I messed up anything. No one saw a thing. I did not mess up. I did not make any mistakes whatsoever. We don't do those things around here. We have supplied the proper thing down to the capacitors. They're moving. They're great. Our simplest of simple batteries. Next, iron sheets plus glass need to come in here. Well, the iron sheets are there. I have not put the glass on the belt yet, on the bus. Let's put the glass on the bus because I keep forgetting to do that. Sounds like a wonderful idea. Okay, the glass is down here. There is a chest full, but I'm going to do this way to empty out the chest and then have the rest of the stuff just provided on a doohickey. This needs to go all the way up. And then which line are we drawing? This one. Oh, I got it perfect. Please tell me I actually got it perfect. Oh, I will be so upset if I did not get this right. Let's go. If I'm one too low, I'll be very angry. One too high is fine. I am perfect. Perfection is mine. The bus must grow. Also, I should mention with the Hallelujah moments, Streamlabs doesn't quite like my Hallelujah moment. Here's an example. That one played fine, but sometimes when I play it, it has crackles and pops. See, that one wasn't quite right at the beginning there. It stuttered. And that one had pops. So just as an example of what's happening, I'll keep that one there, those three, with the pops in. But later on down the line, when we have a Hallelujah moment, by the way, whenever there's whenever that happens, please leave a comment exclaiming Hallelujah. There may be people who need help with the spelling of that. It starts with H. It starts with H, and the Y sound is a J. There's your hints on how to spell hallelujah for the day. Yeah, because you'd be surprised how many people can't actually spell that word properly, me included, most of the time. So let's see. When we play that, I will be replacing it with the actual file in my editing process. That will ideally not have any issues whatsoever because the file does not have all these cracks in it. It's an edited file from a recording from 1916 that is in the public domain. So, yeah, this is fine using this, but keep in mind that the original recording has its flaws as well, being from 1916. Over 100 years old, this file. I highly doubt the performers of it had any idea that someone in the year 2021 would be using a recording of their Hallelujah chorus in this manner. Ahem. In this manner is how I'll word that. Alright, just clean more of the rocks. All rocks must die. Rocks are the enemy. The absolute enemy. There's no trees, so we've eliminated enemy number 1, but there's still enemy number 2, which is the rocks here. So I need the glass and iron sheets for this one. I want to run this line. If I want to run this line, ooh, we have a different scenario here. Yes. Yes! If I want this done this way, You know what? I'll do it like... that. I need more undergrounds. That's the thing with when dealing with a bus. You're going to need a lot of undergrounds when dealing with multi-lane products, especially. The other one was glass, and that's all of the way up here. I'm going to do this here and go like this. Be a good whittle boy and do it like that. And that is my glass. So that is lamps. I may want a box for lamps. I may want a box for all of these things, but lamps in particular, because they make light, and I like light. Do you like light? I like light. I like having the ability to see things. I also would like surveillance towers of some description. I forget exactly what they're called in this mod, but, you know, like radars. Vanilla radars. That would be great. Vanilla radars would be fantastic, but they don't call them radars here. They're like, I don't even know, sensor nodes? Yeah, sensor nodes is what they're called in this mod, and they're not available until Sensors 1. You need antennas and sensors and motor 2s, aka electrical motors, to get into them, and these are effectively your radars. They don't, to my understanding, they don't reveal new parts of the map, but they keep showing the existing map in their coverage area, like you do in this zone, allowing you to see what's going on across the base, and that is very much required. We need this. We need this. Oh, I shift seed and I got rubber put in here. All right. We need the wire and the polycrystalline in this line. The wire is there, so we're gonna need to do some of this shenaniganery. I do not need to have that there. Polycrystalline. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it that way. And there you go, very, very easy. To get that, then power. And voila, we've got logic circuits online. Now we need rubber and the wire. And it needs to be on this line right here. Okay. One more tile back, please. More undergrounds. Hello, Dolly. Or Ollie? I've got an Ollie. He's decided to come say hi. Hello, my Ollie. Hello, pretty boy. Yes, that's a pretty boy. That's a pretty baby kitty. That's my baby kitty. That's my cat. Yeah, that's the baby. That's the baby. Baby Ollie. They're only a year old. Almost a year and a half. Not even a year and 3 months. A year and 5. Almost a year and a half. Almost a year and a half old. They're still my kittens. They're technically not kittens when they turn a year old anymore. But, hey, they'll always be the kittens. They shall remain as the kittens. There we go. We are, in fact, finished with insulated wire. Which is going to need to be put into a chest and then put onto the bus for other purposes later. This one definitely goes on the main bus. We have 5, so we can put one more item on the main bus. Probably should be the capacitors. Let's just see. Okay, yeah. That's a few things. Robot frames. Robot frames. For robot ones. You need an arithmetic circuit for those. And a logic circuit for those. So we want the logic circuits as well. Oh boy. Oh boy, we need both type of circuits for you. Cool. I need some underground belt. I need a bit more underground belt. This is gonna be fun. Meow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hear my dolly. Where is my dolly? What is my dolly doing? How is my dolly? I do not know. How is my dolly doing? I hope she is okay. She is meowing at me. She is in fact meowing at me. Do that, and then go. One more. Just one more. There. There you go. That splitter should be way up there. Or what will go on the bus eventually. You lamps. No. Q F lamp. 1. I need a lamp to make a car. And I need a locomotive to make a car. Where's the doll? She does not want to join me. I don't know what Dolly's up to. She wants me to play with her. That's what she wants. She wants to play. Yo, clear that. Meow! Meow. My meower. That would be that. And that is electrical prototypes. Let's do the thing. She's still meowing at me. That is the electrical prototypes. Automated. When we get them, when we see our first one, it shall be a hallelujah moment. Come on. Let's see our first electrical prototypes. Hallelujah. We have electrical prototypes. Anyway, hallelujah. We have science. Oh my gosh, we have more science. We need more of these again. We need to get this to my science lab. Singular science lab for the moment. Then a whole bunch of stuff needs to change in the mall. Oh no! My Streamlabs mixer has done a thing that I've not wanted it to do, that I was hoping that I fixed. Oh well. It froze. Streamlabs has frozen on its UI. The UI froze for a bit there. I see it's going again now, but for whatever reason, Streamlabs, OBS, while recording, has this UI freeze as part of it, and I don't know why it does that. It's a bit annoying. This is, I believe, the max. Yes. There you go. Now, all of our prototypes need to come in here, the electrical prototypes. Oh, right, I never said research you. Ahem. Anyway. Step 1 would, ideally be more of these. Let's get more of these. I don't see a point to getting into geology, too. Like, at all, actually. Yeah, it's quite easy to actually get into all of those, but do I really need to get 2 samples every 8 seconds? It might be a better overall use of ores, but it uses all 4 ores to make this. It is required to get into hydrology, though, so now it's a circumstance of what is the necessary research going forward. What do I need now? There are upgraded buildings. I don't want the upgraded buildings as my first thing. I would like extension, so that's gonna involve going down this line to get into the adjustable inserter length. And it looks like this reaches down into demand chests. Yeah, so it's part of the logistics, the robot logistics stuff. I want to get into the robot logistics and into here. Yes. And first up, we're going to do the actuation with the motor 2s. Gee, why do you not show me the actuation tech here? You that into that, oddly, into extension. There we go. That's the series of technologies that I will now take. Yeah, that's 100 sciences, but I don't care how many sciences it takes. I have all the time in the world for all of the everything. Having obtained our purple science today and having talked a lot, full stop. I don't think I need to say anything else after having talked a lot. Yes, having talked a lot about the chlorine stuff and the changes with limestone, I think this is a good place to end things off because we now have our techs moving wonderfully. They are in fact moving wonderfully. We're not currently taking a tech that needs the purple prototypes, but hey, once it finishes, we'll at least start to see motion on a purple tech. And that changes everything. Everything changes from here. I guess outside of robots, getting into a better power system would be good too. But yeah, we are now making progress on a purple tech. Huzzah! That, like... We've got the first of our purple techs happening. Why there's, like, emphasis put on geology too, I don't know. When in reality, it's electromagnetism too that's going to be what we will need to go on. We are not ready for all of the things that electrical prototypes is going to offer, because everything that electrical prototypes unlocks outside of extension as a mechanical thing, we're going to need steel now. So when we next meet, steel is what we're gonna need to get. We're gonna need to go down the route of steel. Oh, that unlocks mining drills. Hello. Hello, small miner 2 and medium miner 2. Oh yeah, there's medium miners that also need steel that I unlocked at some point, I think. Somewhere. Medium miner 1. Yeah, there it's steel beams. And a lot of these other better building types, medium assemblers that need steel. Yeah, it's about time we get into steel. With that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you've enjoyed today's video, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell. Consider becoming a member of the channel by hitting that great big blue join button and supporting on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you're so inclined and able. I will be back when I am back, and I will see you all on the next one.